Hey guys, welcome back to another Cultured Boys discussion. I'm Pepe and I'm joined by Nathan. And today we're doing something a little different. We're going to be looking at a Screen Rant article, and not just any Screen Rant article. We're looking at the 25 most iconic Shonen Jump manga of the 2000s, ranked according to Joshua Fox, who has written the article. How are you doing, Nathan?
I am trepidatious at best.
Yeah?
I haven't really properly looked, and nothing against the author of the article, but Screen Rant doesn't always have the best rep.
Yeah. See, I know very little about Screen Rant. They only really appear up when I open a new tab on Google, then something appears up. They're like, oh, this is how I found this article. Is that I just opened Google one day and I saw this. And I think I opened it the first time I saw it. And I looked through it. And this is bear in mind, this is probably maybe a month ago, maybe I saw this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, oh, what should we do for an episode? It's like, I remember this article and I want to get your opinions on it. So I've sent Nathan the article. I haven't looked back to it since I first looked at it. So this I'm going in like kind of blind again with this. So but we're gonna have a look. We're gonna go through their 25 most iconic Shonen Jump manga of the 2000s, specifically
Yes.
the 2000s, and we're gonna see whether we agree with a lot of it, like how they've ranked it, and yeah, we'll see where it goes from there when we actually start reading it. Anyway,
Oh, mate, I don't. That's the problem, right? Because it's like, from what I know, and it's like you said, normally I see Screen Rant stuff because it just appears whilst I'm surfing the internet. It's always opinion pieces, and when you're like, man, I don't agree with these opinions often, so I'm not sure how this will go.
Before we jump into it, is there any 2000s manga from Shonen Jump, if it wasn't on this list, you'd be like, that's a travesty, this list needs to be rethought completely?
I think any of the big three, to be fair, you know,
Mhm.
that's all I can think. I'm like, because I mean, like in that time period, any of the really big ones, I suppose, that just people always talk about.
Yeah. I think this is including as well, like stuff like One Piece and Naruto obviously started like in 1999, so I don't think either of those are actually on this list.
Fair,
So I think it's series that started in the 2000s era. So obviously One Piece obviously is like the biggest manga in Shonen Jump, like
yeah,
so that won't be there, even though it is still running, but it's because it started in 1999. I personally think for me, like obviously go for my personal taste. I think Gintama has to be up there. I think Bleach has to be up there. Death
mm,
Note as well. Those are the three that really jump out to me as like they should be there. Like even you can look at like the front, literally the top of the article, and there's a picture of My Hero up there. So I assume that's
yeah.
going to be in this list. Like, but
Oh,
yeah,
I will
but
also say before we get into it,
mhm,
we do have a list of all the Shonen Jump manga that came out from the
mhm,
2000s, just to cross reference if we were like, hey, where's this? And it's like, oh, it turns out that didn't come out
yeah,
until XYZ
yeah,
or before the time period. So
yeah, exactly right. Should we jump into it then? Number 25.
let's go. Number 25.
Nura Rise of the Yokai Clan. Serialized from 2008 to 2012. I didn't realize it had such a short run, actually. I remember this being quite big ish, but
I
like,
never read this one.
do you not?
No.
I think like I remember reading the first volume of it because I picked it up in a WH Smith's randomly. And it was really good. From the first volume, I remember anyway. I didn't really continue it past that. One of our friends did really like keep up to date with it, and I absolutely loved it. But it got an anime. I remember this getting an anime, but like,
Yeah, I never read this, so I've got no opinions on this.
yeah, I reckon. To be fair, mate, I reckon you'd actually like this. It's yokai, and it's like a battle shonen
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
mean,
This
it's shonen,
feels right
so
up your
this
street.
is
Yeah.
I'm kind of, yeah. I feel
So
like I'd like it. I already kind of like the look of the art style.
yeah, it's got that old school like kind of like old school old school feels
Yeah,
like it's doing it a disservice. But that really old style Japanese like like yokai painting kind
classic
of
art.
thing.
Yeah,
Like it's
like the paintbrush
yeah,
style.
yeah. It's I reckon you'd like it. Like as a number 25, I don't think we could really comment on it too much. It
Yeah,
sets a basis for it. So hit from 24 onwards, this is where we're like, okay, like
yeah.
would we say like arguably you haven't seen it, but would number 24 be better than 25? We can have a look into that now. But yeah, Nathan, I reckon you'd actually like Nora, you know. It looks like
Seems
a
like something that'd be right up my alley. Supernatural battles. I mean, the picture that they chose, dude's got a sword. I'm like,
yeah.
I think I'd be down.
I think from what I remember, it was like kind of like a personality switch thing. So you like a Yu-Gi-Oh kind of thing where you have
Okay,
Yugi and then you have Artem. It was kind of like there was this kid and then he was able to transform into this guy. From what I remember, anyway, it's been a while, but that's what I remember
fair.
from this series.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Should we move to number 24 then?
Yep. Number 24. Mashal, Magic and Muscles.
Okay, immediately. Again, I've only read first volume of Nura, but Mashal is great. It is a
Yeah,
great series.
this is one I have almost finished, to be fair. So can agree. It's good.
Hmm. Yeah, I actually haven't finished this. I was keeping up to date for a while, but I fell out of reading a lot of mangas, and I didn't actually finish reading this. Um, but it was great. Like the anime is great as well.
Yeah.
People love this series.
I'm eagerly awaiting the next season, which
Yeah,
I'm assuming from how close it is already, there's probably only like 2 more seasons of this show.
yeah. I remember bits of it. Like it's such a like whirlwind. That's one thing. So I remember like watching all the anime, and I'm like, oh, this
Yeah.
happens, and like it's good to relive that kind of thing, especially since I can't remember every single thing
I
about it. So
think when I left off the manga, I was like the next story arc after that. And I think there's maybe one more or there's a little bit more to where I left off, but I'm not entirely sure. I think it's pretty close to the end already though.
mm. I mean, again, this is a really short serialization. Only 3 years on Mashal. To me, it felt like it ran longer, but that's bad to me. Like,
I suppose because we were reading it like week to week when it came out. So like to us it feels like a long time. And then obviously for us afterwards when the anime comes out and it's like, whoa, it's been
mm,
out long enough that an anime's come out, but obviously that
yeah,
that cycle is a lot faster now.
it's
So
yeah, 100%. But yeah, if I was to say, yeah, I think considering all the series you could have in Jump in like the whole of the 2000s over the 25 years, yeah, it deserves to be in the top 25, 100%. And number
yeah, I've
24,
got no problem with
it,
that.
yeah, let's see what number 23 is though, because that might be a thing. To Love Ru.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever get into To Love Ru at all?
No.
No, it's one of those ones where it's like your typical kind of rom-commy kind of thing, but it's really like over the top rom-com.
Okay.
There's a like the main character, well, it's like a harem series, obviously, as you can see from that picture. And
Yeah.
then like the main girl is like an alien, and all the other girls around her are different kinds of aliens. Some of them are human as well. Like he has his crush that's human, but then he has this like alien girl as well. So it's like, oh, who do I choose between these two? And then all these other girls turn up. It's your typical harem series. You know me, I'm a big Nisekoi fan. To see To Love Ru here, and I again, like from I think when I first read this article way back, I do kind of remember that Nisekoi isn't in this top 25, which is gutting, but yeah, fair. And see, what I personally prefer, you know this anyway, Nisekoi for me is above To Love Ru. But yeah, if it depends on how many other rom-com harem series they have on this list.
I don't know, but I'm not surprised to see this. I do remember hearing a lot about this series for years and years on end.
Mm-hmm.
Never once did it ever come across to me though, as in like a
Yeah,
recommendation. I just always heard of it. Just there's
yeah.
always like there was always just somewhere on the internet, some corner where someone's like, "Oh man, yeah, Talavru," and I'm like, "The fuck."
Yeah. There was always like someone that was like, "Oh, it's really good." And 2006 to 2009 as well, 3-year run. But I do know that they had the sequel series to Love Ru Darkness,
I'm not gonna
which
lie.
was moved to yeah.
Even nowadays, where I'm getting a little more outside of my usual, I still wouldn't touch this.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think I'd really recommend it to you. Really, it's not really something I'd think you'd enjoy that much.
I'm just
Yeah.
staring at this picture. I'm just like, there's nothing here for me. There's nothing here for me. I'm not about it.
Yeah. um, I mean, if we're going by numbers as well, ranked, I think Mashal is a bit higher than Ru personally,
Yeah,
but
but I mean,
yeah,
also for me right now, that's like 2 out of 3 I know nothing about. So like,
yeah, yeah. It's yeah, 23. Like we'll see how the rest of this goes, but no, for me to love Ru, yeah, yeah. I can see
cool.
why, but yeah. Yeah,
Sure,
right.
why not? All right.
Let's oh, okay, number 22. Yeah, okay, this
22, Itchy
uh,
the Witch.
it deserves to be up here. So it's early days, right? It's really early days. This
Yeah.
manga is barely a year old. But man, it is so good. This
Yeah, but
series is so
like,
good.
even though I've only ever read the first chapter, I still feel like 22, bit low, innit?
Mhm. Do you think look, I think it's I tell you what, I think this ranking to me feels justified only because we're so early in on it. I think that's the thing that I have. Like a lot of these series, all the series so far are the ones that have been completed, right?
Mm.
And this is the first one which is still currently going in this list. Because it could like I think we're what was it? Like I don't know how many chapters are in on it right now, probably less than 50. But like you never know, by chapter 100 it could go all downhill, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but the
It
way
is
that
good though. It's
Itchy
really
the
good.
Witch, even when you see stuff now, like, oh, new compilation covers and oh, we got artists to do the thing, like they're
Mhm.
always involved. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Maybe from a perspective again of a slight outsider, I'm like 22 seems a little low.
Yeah, it is in Jump's top 5 right now as well. That's also got to be said that it's
At time of recording as well, there's apparently 49 chapters.
49 I was close with the under 50 then. That's quite good. But yeah, yeah, like it is good. It is really good. And to anyone that hasn't read it yet, it's like you can check our like reading every manga of 2024
Yeah,
and Shonen Jump manga. It's
that
probably
was
like
one of
my
our
favorite there.
favorites from that.
Yeah.
It was a really strong one.
It stayed consistent so well in the
That's good.
past
That's
year.
good to
Like
know.
it's good. It's up there. Like this isn't an overhyped series. You can see why people are talking about it. Like arguably, I can see that it deserves to be in the top 25 because it's so strong right now, and they can see it growing even more. You know, this is going to be an absolutely huge series as well.
I
So
mean, yeah,
yeah,
it is also one of the ones like the new tent poles like holding up Shonen Jump when it seems like Shonen Jump are struggling a little.
yeah, absolutely. Especially at this times like this as well. Like when losing like My Hero after like
Yeah,
obviously
I mean that's
JJK,
what you
those
know what I
two
mean.
big
Like
series
they
like ending.
a lot
Yeah.
of their really big stuff is not lasting nearly
Mhm.
as long as it used to. So
No.
like that's also kind of why I'm like surprised that Itchy the Witch is a little lower on the list because I'm like
Okay,
it's one of the new
yeah, yeah.
tent poles, but we'll see how the rest of the list goes.
Yeah. But moving on to number 21 and talking of temples of Jump right now. Kagurabachi, which is again like right next to Ichi the Witch, I think is justified. I think this is a huge series for Jump right now.
Yeah,
Like it went viral after its like was it first
first
like
chapter,
week
like
being out. like everyone went crazy over it, saying it's getting anime straight away. Obviously, yeah,
We mentioned why in our
yeah.
reading all of the Shonen Jumps released in 2023, but again, from what I remember reading of it, I didn't continue because
Hmm.
manga and burnout.
Hmm.
I don't know how I'm feeling about this list so far because I'm not entirely sure
Hmm.
and the rankings. You know what I mean? Like we've got like new, old, all sorts of
Hmm.
genres. I'm just sort of like I don't know how I would put my all of these rankings because some of them I haven't read, some of them I haven't finished.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I don't know what to think so far, and we're already about 5 in. You know?
It's a tough, yeah. It's like this is two current series back to back in, like from the spots for 25 to 20. Like we've got two current running ones. Again,
Mm,
two tent poles of Jump right now as well. Bear in mind we've still got the other two tent poles which started in 2020s, which was Sakamoto Days and Blue Box, which is like
yeah.
those two series are also like two of Jump's biggest series right
But
now.
then
We'll see if
two of
they're
the series that were also on this list are from like early 2000s.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like the range so far is like real big, you know, it's like right at the
Yeah.
start and now like right at the end. It's kind of like again, I don't know what to expect right now. I'm
But Kagurabachi, I feel being there after 2 years, yeah, it's justified. I think out of like the biggest series in Jump in the 2000s, yeah, I agree. Like I think it does need to be up there in that top 25, 100%. And
yeah, I definitely would have it up on the top 25.
you know for a fact, once they find the right studio for it, that this anime will pop off as well. You know that.
Yeah,
Like this would be huge.
it'll have another resurgence.
Yeah, let's go hit the big second wave. Right. Okay. Interesting. Number 20.
Akane Banashi.
Right. This is three back-to-back current running series.
I would have put that higher than 20 personally.
Really? Yeah, yeah.
Again,
It's a
one that we both like, one we did
yeah,
a an specific episode on.
of
It wasn't
course,
part of
yeah.
a compilation of like we read all the first
Yeah.
chapter. So when I was reading it, I absolutely loved this.
Mhm.
I mean, it's getting an anime.
It
It's
is.
it's a comedy series sort of that is holding its own in Shonen Jump. You know, where it seems like right now there's lots of comedy-ish series coming and going in Jump.
Mhm.
But for me personally, like, 20's a bit low, a little bit low.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Akane Banashi, maybe not top 15, but like a couple more places higher than this, I reckon.
I could see, yeah. I It's a tough one for me because I haven't kept up to date with it. And but what I did really like about this series is how original it is. Like you
Mm,
don't really see like this kind of series pop up very often. And like again, it's comedy, but it's also like it's that what we love. It's the behind the scenes of an
mm.
industry, like your Bakuman's, which I hope is up here. I hope Bakuman's up here somewhere. Um, was it's like show her Shoten. I don't think you kept up to date with it. That was really great. Like all those insider series of things that both me and
Mm,
Nathan love, and this is one of those ones. And honestly, I haven't kept up again, like I said, I haven't kept up to date with the manga, but I am looking forward to watching the anime when it drops.
yeah.
Because I look forward to see how that's gonna play out. I'm really looking forward to that. Um, it's a tough one. Like for me, organizing those last three, Akane Banashi, Kagurabachi, and Ichi the Witch. Like personally, Ichi the Witch is the only one out of those three which I am currently reading. Kagurabachi I
Mhm.
dip in and out of, and obviously Akane I haven't kept up to date with at all. So it again, I can't rearrange these so far. I think I might have to look at the whole list to see whether or not I
That's
agree
the
with all their
yeah.
decisions.
There's so much more of the list,
We're early days in right now, yeah.
so I don't know how I would re-rank the list. Obviously, I know there's two near the bottom that would probably stay there just because I don't. I never read them.
Yeah. But no, Akane Banashi, yeah, I can see why it's up there. It is still going after 2022. Yeah, and it's obviously got that niche there. I'm looking forward to it. Seeing the anime for that. So yeah, I believe that's Good placement. Should we move on to the next one?
Yep. Number 19, Madaka Box. Another one I don't know, but I've heard of.
You didn't read? Ah, okay.
No.
So I kept up to date with this a lot back in the day when it was out 2009 to 2013. Like, yeah, 4 years running. It feels longer than, again, I don't know whether it's me, but like all these series that I'm seeing that have only got 4-year runs, I was like, I swear this ran for longer. But no, Medaka Box is kind of like, it's school based. It's supernatural kind of fighting where like each of these characters have like a quirk or something, but not like a quirk like a My Hero quirk. It's kind of like they have like their own like really specific talent. And I haven't, like, there's parts of Medaka Box I didn't finish it, right? But I remember like certain powers, and like, I think it's only the last arc that I was missing. Like a lot of it, like it's a lot of interesting story that came from it. Some great characters, some unique designs. It did get an anime, but I don't think the anime took off that well. It's a tough, because I personally would put Medaka Box and, from what I know of Nura, on the same level. So seeing Medaka, honestly, I'm quite surprised it's even made the list. Like, considering Nura was so far down. Like, I don't get me wrong, it is a good series, but would I say top 25 in Jump in the 2000s? Again, depends on what else they got on this list, but I don't know, man. It is good, but top 25, I'm unsure.
All I know is I've seen that girl before.
Yeah, because she was in J Stars. She was
I just even outside of that, I've just seen lots of like fan art and stuff of this character, just scrolling through stuff, which is funny because I remember like plastered it felt like on my socials and stuff, this character came up all the time, and then all of a sudden just disappear. I never ever saw them again.
This is one thing. Remember, like, when back in like early 2020s Jump, there was a lot of mangas which would just stick around for ages. And like Jump had a solid lineup at one point. Like only like a couple here or there would change. But like Medaka Box, and like you had this is in the same era as like Kuroko no Basket, Nisekoi, Haikyuu, like all these sort of like solid series would turn up, and they would stay around for a while as well. They weren't disappearing after a year. They weren't quick turnarounds. There were series here which would last for a while. Like, so you had plenty of like flagship series, and Medaka was one of those. That's one thing. They were all like these series which did last for a while. It just speaks as well like how different Jump is right now compared to like what it was back then. We can move on from this. It was good, but like I said, I don't know if it was top 25, but
I just looked at what 18 is.
Oh no.
Injustice.
This is Injustice. Number 18, Hitman Reborn. Nah, this is top 10 at least. Come on, man. This is like, this deserves so much better.
Top 5,
this is like,
brother. Go back to some of the earliest episodes. This is top 5 Cultured Boys material.
It is.
And that isn't based even off of just in the last 25 years, brother. Travesty.
This is okay. Now this deserves so much better. Look, this is the first one on this list that has like the longest run as well. 2004 to 2012. This was peak Jump. This was so good of a series.
Absolute
and like honest
travesty.
This is the one thing about Hitman Reborn, right? I feel like it's so underappreciated for what it is. It never made it over to the West in terms of never got a dub. Never made it like a thing. It didn't even finish. The anime didn't even finish. Like this series was even like the last arc. Like
technically, the manga didn't even finish properly either.
Yeah, I mean, this is. That's also a travesty. But like, it deserves so much better than 18. This deserves so much higher. Like, any like any listeners to this podcast that have been around for a while, you know for a fact that like we rave about this
would have
series
been
all the
much
time.
higher, much higher.
This is the first thing which I actively hugely disagree on here. This needs to be higher. I'm so sorry.
I will say before we move on though, have you
Yeah.
seen the supposed rumors that there might be a new anime for this?
I get my hopes up every time, Nathan. When is it now? Like, what is it? Is it going to happen? I hope it happens.
I hope it does. But it's just the rumors, isn't it?
I think like whether it's a remake or a continuation,
I want a
this
remake.
series needs more.
I
think it needs a remake, like because this is one thing. What everyone loves Hitman Reborn for is the battle stuff. The comedy. It was a comedy series at the start, and then it evolved into the series that it became later on.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the comedy stuff was fine for the time. I don't think it's that. The comedy series is fine. It's not my favorite comedy. But the battle was what really made this. And
I think it's because the comedy at the start is because it's all the same comedy. It was supposed to be like situational, but the situation was always the same. That's why it fell flat.
And like, this is the one thing as well with this. It's like some of the comedy is made to set up what the series is in the long run. They got characters like Lambo in there, who is obviously a comedy character, but for like, and he sticks like that throughout. He doesn't change. Lambo doesn't change as a character, apart from when he shoots himself with the time bazooka or whatever the frick it was.
Yeah.
But like, it's man. All the battles in this, like all the characters, the art as well. Like you can look at the art made by Akira Amano, and like you can see other series like Ron Komonohashi. Was it Psychopass? That one was all the character designs are from that. It just this is such underrated as a whole, man. This needs to do better.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah. But little rant over. Let's move on, and then we can see what if the next one will anger us just as much. 17 Blue Box. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that placement of Blue Box. I think it does deserve to be in the top 25.
Blue Box is fine, but above a lot of the other ones, I'm not entirely sure for me personally.
Really? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I like Blue Box. Don't get me wrong. Really like Blue Box. But would I put Blue Box higher than Akane Banashi, for example? I'm not sure. Would I put it above Mashal? Not entirely sure. Because, I mean, these are all sort of like around the same time of reading.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm like, to me, they were all like good manga, but like this is around the time period where like I'm used to these three being somewhere in the middle of the rankings.
Yeah,
they're not exactly the best. They're not exactly the worst. But like, I mean, I don't need to go back and obviously make it a point that above Reborn. How dare you?
Yeah, yeah. We'll hold off on more Reborn. But for me, Blue Box being in this position, I think is justified. Only because, again, this is one of the few series that I'm still keeping up to date with. It's literally Blue Box, Sakamoto Days, Ichi the Witch.
See, this is what I was saying. Like for my personal rankings, Akane Banashi would be around this kind of area.
Yeah, no, like, I can completely understand that.
And like, I think for me personally, I would have put Akane Banashi a little, like, not that much higher. Like, Blue Box is probably like right under if I had to put a ranking. But by no means does that mean Blue Box is bad. Blue Box is amazing. Yeah. It's a really great series. It's surprisingly one of the fucking like most slice of lifey ones I just read by choice. No need for recommendations. Pepe didn't have to convince me or force me to read or watch via an episode. Like I was in by myself. And you know, long time listeners, that speaks for itself.
Yeah. Like it's one of those series as well that again it's unique in the fact that it's a sports series and a romance series in one. Like
Yeah.
like that's one thing. Like Jump always has, oh, we need a sports series, need a romance series, and this ticks both boxes in one. No pun intended. But like in one. And how often do you get that? And it works as well. It's not
Mm.
just, oh, it ticks two boxes. It works really well. Like the anime's got a second season. The opening for the anime is so good because it's official Hige Dandism doing it, and it
Hey.
is, yeah, and it's such a good opening. The anime is great. It does it
Knowing you, I've
justice. It
probably
looks
already heard it
beautiful.
without realizing
Yeah,
it.
most likely. I think it's actually called Blue something as well, so yeah, you'd really be able to tell which one it is. But no, I think for me personally, 17 is justified. Obviously, depends on. I gotta stop saying I got. It depends on what's coming up, but it will depend on what's coming
No,
up
I'm
because
with you though. It's
yeah,
like it is around the like mid to late teens, like based off of the last 25 years. Yeah, around 15 onwards. It seems
because
about
that's one
right.
thing. Like, if I were to say my overall top 10 series of all time, I like I wouldn't say Blue Box makes the top 10. However, it probably would make the top 20. This is the
Mm,
one thing for me, like, but in my personal list of all time as well. That's not just 2000. That's all time.
yeah,
So, like, I think me personally, it's justified, but you said that it's around that same area. So, yeah, it's not the worst one we've come across so far.
no, I
Let's
mean,
move on
yeah,
to this one though.
16 Eye Shield.
I Shield 21. Me personally, out of all the 2000 series, this feels like it should be higher. Eye Shield is
Yeah,
iconic. Like
Eye Shield
again,
21 is pretty friggin' good.
yeah, man. Like I still need to finish this, but everything
Same.
I got into with Ice Shield, it was so good. Like again, it shows from the run as well, 2002 to 2009. This is this is a series which obviously,
Plus, it's got that Murata Sensei art, man.
oh,
Murata Sensei
freaking
art.
gorgeous. That the and was it Richiro Inagaki is also like quite an accomplished writer
Mm,
as well. Like two of these like two of these guys coming together to create this series. It is great, and again, something that deserves more love in the West, honestly. Like whether it gets a remake in an anime or something, or like some like another callback, man. Like I need more Eye Shield
like
21 in my life right now.
in in the context of like all the ones that came out in the 2000s,
Mhm.
16 is low. 16
I
is
I
low,
agree.
brother.
Uh,
I
like
would have
if
said closer to top 10. Maybe not
yes,
in the
I
top
agree.
10, but like
Like it, you know what? I think it. If I was going to put this anywhere, I'd put it bang on 10. I feel like if I was to say, well, in the top 25, this feels like a top 10 series, not like high tens. Like again, I love it. I'd say it's definitely justified a bit more than some of the other ones that are up at this
mm,
point so far. But yeah, a bit higher. Come on, give this series a bit more
yeah,
love. You know what I mean? Yeah,
16
give
is
this.
nah,
Yeah,
man.
it needs a bit more. Like, come on, give it some more. But again, yeah, we'd easily recommend this.
Oh
I
yeah.
wanna watch more of it. I wanna watch more because the writer for this is the writer that wrote Doctor Stone. That's where I knew that. I was like, oh yeah, where's this from? Yeah.
It's funny
So
you say that because number 15,
no,
Dr. Stone.
interesting. Okay, Doctor Stone has like people love this series as well. Like it's gone multiple seasons.
I like Dr. Stone, but I think I think that is fine. 15 personally.
I I agree. I agree. I think it's a proper like mid-table one. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Out of all the 2000s, I think that's
It's
like,
because
again.
it's one of the unconventional battle ones that we like,
Yeah,
because it's like there is fighting, but most of the time it's like science battles or like logic
yeah,
puzzles and stuff. And so, like, obviously, for me personally, the top 10 are most likely going to be something sports or
hmm,
something like heavily actual shonen battle based. So
yeah.
for me, Dr. Stone at 15 feels about right.
Yeah, I think it was never a top 10 series for me, but again, like it could easily be a top 20 of all time for me. So
Mm,
I I think that's fair. I think yes, 15 is a fair placement for it. I'm not gonna disagree with that at
also,
all,
man,
to be
I'm
fair.
looking at Senku right there, man. Boichi art,
The
damn.
art is great in it. Like
Inagaki
again.
Sensei is getting some banger artists for their series. I tell you,
Yeah.
Murata and then
it's
Boichi,
this
like goddamn.
it's well deserved. You know for a fact that combination of writing and art, like, mate, is so spot on.
In it,
Like, yeah. Right. I don't think we can big up Doctor Stone any more than we need to. Like,
no,
it's a great series. We've done an episode on it before. And number 14, Sakamoto Days. That's tough. That's a tough one because
I'd say higher than 14, but
no, I'm gonna say 2 places higher than 14. I'd rank it 12.
mm,
I wouldn't rank it as high as Ice Shield. I love Sakamoto. Again, it's one of the few series I'm still keeping up to date with. I think the art's great. I think the comedy in this is great. I think the battles are great.
mm,
But when you look at all the battle series in Jump that have gone so far,
yeah,
does
it's
it live
close
up
to
to
top
the hype?
10. But I agree with you. Maybe
Mhm.
I'd say around a 12. I think I might put, if I was to put Eye Shield somewhere, it probably would have been 11. So Sakamoto Days at 12.
Yeah. This is one thing as well. Like, I'm gonna call back to when this is when we first started the channel as
Mm.
well.
This was
Like
big
Sakamoto
one
Days
for
was one
us.
of our first. That was like one of our first manga reviews.
Mm.
It was so good, and I remember reading the first chapter, and like one of us was reading the first chapter of it, and I think we even said, "Dude, read this." Like I
Yeah.
think one of us, I can't remember if I messaged you or you messaged me. Like we were like, "Read this, it is good," and we were like,
All
and
we
that's
knew
when it was
was
like,
after reading this, we knew
yeah,
this was going to be big.
yeah.
We knew this was going to get big.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones where, like, I feel like like the anime has come out and it hasn't hit as well as I thought it would be. I think the anime
Yeah.
could be do with a bit more love, but
Fell flatter than I was expecting, and I'm
I think so
disappointed
as
in
well.
that.
Yeah,
I haven't actually watched the anime myself. So
I think it's considering the art that comes through, like Yuto Suzuki's art, like I feel like in the manga it's so gorgeous, and I don't think it came across that well in the first season,
oh, that's a
which I
shame.
think is the drawback for it. Because the story, the story of Sakamoto
Oh yeah,
Days is
solid.
great. So that's the sad thing about it is that I don't think the animation has hit as well for it, but that's when you have a lot of series out there which are delivering in terms of animation, like Dan Da Dan and Blue Box, and so many others that are absolutely
Yeah.
smashing out the park in terms of animation. And Sakamoto Days isn't hitting it as well. So I think that's where it's landing. And arguably, yeah, I think it deserves a bit higher than 14, but in the whole of the 2000s, I don't know if it's top 10. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
we both agree it's a little higher than this, but like around the ballpark. To be fair,
Yeah. Right. Let's move on to number 13 and Bakuman, which is what like both of us love this here. This deserves to be top 10. I'm sorry, this deserves to be
this
top
is a
10.
top 10 series. This is a top
This is a
10
top 10 series.
easily. I cannot
Oh
accept
man.
this. I cannot accept this.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
two
this
strikes. You get
yeah.
3. Fucking 2 strikes, brother.
Like we'll see what they have for their top 10 shortly, I guess, because we're on 13 right now. They've got, again, like you said, 3 strikes. They've got 12 and 11 have to be like slightly less.
You
But
gotta be pulling
Bakuman, man.
out the stops.
Yeah.
Like the
Like
definitive
man.
like
Yeah.
13?
For it deserves like this series is so good, man. Like anyone that hasn't watched or read it, it's a easy recommendation from us too,
Mm,
easily because like one again, like we mentioned about Akane Banashi, it's an insight to like an
an
occupation kind of
industry,
thing.
yeah.
An industry, yeah. And this is a brilliant insight into the manga world. And this is how like we even got some of our knowledge about how Jump works. We got it from
Yeah.
Bakuman. like all the stuff that, and what it does brilliantly is like it references other series in Jump at the same time. It references like Hitman Reborn. It references One Piece. I
Yeah.
think like even mangakas actually make appearances in this like in this series. And again, the writers and the artists behind Death Note, like these everything about this ticks so many boxes.
It
And
does.
this is one thing, like I think Bakuman and Hitman Reborn, like these are two series which could be top 5 for me in the 2000s, and like having Bakuman as 13 feels like an injustice, man.
Yeah. Honestly, it is, and especially because, like, for me, this is extra special. This is probably one of the first ones that really truly opened my perspective to like like a slightly different way of telling a shonen story. So 13, I mean, this would have been in my top 10 overall, all mangas,
Yeah.
not just
Yeah,
in the
absolutely,
2000s,
yeah.
but in the
No, I agree.
2000s.
Yeah.
13, nah.
Man,
Nah,
yeah,
you talking
that's a
crazy.
service. And again, a runtime from 2008 to 2012. And like it's a short running one compared to a lot of like other series in Jump, but they ended it where they needed to. They didn't need to make it longer. It's like the pacing of it is brilliant of the whole thing. So honestly, yeah. uh we both agree it deserves higher than this. Let's see what number 12 is.
Number 12, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, okay. I feel like this would upset a lot of people it being at 12, you know.
Granted, I am an anime only watcher, so I don't know how this ends yet. 12 feels a bit low though.
It does feel low. I think it's like one of the biggest animes out right now. Everyone is anticipating heavily the 3rd season. And I think that the manga is
the spin-off just got announced as well, like the continuation
Oh
spin-off.
yes, yeah, the little spin-off thing. Yeah. I need to read that actually. That'd be good. It does feel quite low in a broader perspective. And like if like this isn't my list personally, but in this list in general, I felt like this would be higher. I felt like this like for me 12 feels like a fine place for it. Like if in my personal list, I think that like JJK is a top 20 series for me. I don't know if it'd break top 10. It is good, but like
I mean, yeah,
in
if
total,
it's
like,
manga
yeah.
overall, probably top 20.
Yeah.
In context of a top 2000s list, 12 feels kind of low, but also in a way it doesn't feel wrong. I might have to mull over that one a bit more. I feel like this is the first one where I'm kind of confused. I don't actually know.
Yeah. You saw our reactions to Hitman Reborn and Bakuman, and this is one where it's like, is it understandable? Is this a justified thing? We'll see how I feel. I think this is gonna decide how we feel.
This is like probably the most like lukewarm reaction
Yeah.
we've had.
It's
it's like
and
kombucha
that
girl, you know what I
isn't-
mean? It's like
Yeah.
no, maybe
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. It's one of those, and this is one thing. It proves that like this is top 12, by the way, right now where we are. And this is of the 2000s, and it deserves to be up there. Out of all the 2000 series that we've had, it's a great
It's a
series.
really
It deserves
good
its
one,
place.
but I don't know.
We'll see, we'll have to see how we feel about it. That's Chainsaw Man. Wow, okay.
At 11.
See,
interesting.
This feels like a tough call for me, right? Because again, Chainsaw Man only ran in Jump from 2018 to 2020 and is continuing in another magazine right now. And I'm debating whether this should be on the list at all. But this isn't to say, but I like Chainsaw Man. Right?
I actually prefer JJK to Chainsaw Man, though. Funny enough.
It's a tough one because I'm anime only with Chainsaw Man. I couldn't get into the manga. I watched the anime, and that's how I have no desire to read the manga because I couldn't get into it as well. Fair. The anime I loved. That's one thing. Like the art, and this is like it's just not for me. The manga.
Fair. I'm anime only for both, and I prefer JJK over Chainsaw Man. Which I actually thought I would like Chainsaw Man more
Mm-hmm.
because like it just seemed more like my thing. It's more gory. It's more like
Yeah.
seemingly supernatural and violent, but like yeah, I actually prefer JJK. 11 seems funny enough. I think because we both know that this moved magazines, I'm kind of on the same wavelength as you. I'm like, I don't know that this would be on my list at all because I just don't ever really think of it.
Yeah, and it's one that again, it's a short run. It's only 2 years in actual Jump itself. It moved magazine, and arguably, I don't know if Chainsaw Man ever fit the vibe of Weekly Jump. I feel like it always would have been a Jump Plus series or like
Hmm.
wherever it ended up in. I can't remember what magazine it ended up being in the end. But like again, it's a great series, but I just don't know if I'd have it in this list at all, only because of the technicality. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So hard for me to actually give a proper like again, regardless though, Hitman Reborn and Eye Shield are below this right now. And that I disagree. I agree with you as
And
well. JJK, I
Bakuman.
feel like
And
yeah, yeah,
there's a lot of ones a lot lower than this. That I'm like,
yeah.
I don't
Uh,
know.
yeah. So yes, I can't really comment too much on it because I have
Yeah.
my biases with my opinions. So
Okay. Well, then let's move on to number
let's
10.
move top
Then.
10 now. Let's do top 10 now.
Top 10. Number 10. Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer.
Again, one I thought would be higher. Top 10 makes sense though. It's a top 10
Top 10 makes
series.
sense. I agree with you in context of somebody else's opinion. I would have thought this would be
Yeah.
higher only because it seems like the world is obsessed with Demon
Yes.
Slayer.
That's it. Yeah.
I do like Demon Slayer, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Both Pepe and I finished the manga. But for me, in context of a top 2000s, 10, I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind it there. I don't mind it there.
Yeah. As number 10, yeah, absolutely fine. I think it's one of those mangas that I think when me and Nathan have talked about this before, it's one of those series that like we read it from start to finish, and like arguably it never put a foot wrong until the final chapter. That is like
until right at the end. Literally
yeah,
right at the end.
yeah, like the last chapter felt so unnecessary, but the rest of it was like yeah, I have not a note about it, and again, it's not my favorite series. It probably would make top 20. It could even make top 10. But it's fine for this place. I think a
Yeah.
number 10
Honestly, I've got no problems with it being there.
is the top 10 series. Let's see what number 9 is, and then we can kind of make a few more judgments from there. Black Clover? Yeah. Yeah, Black Clover is sick. Would you have it in your top 10, Nathan? Would you have it in your top 10? Well, for the 2000s anyway.
Over 2000s Black Clover, yeah, I'd put that in top 10. Would I put it above Demon Slayer though? For me personally, probably not.
I'm also that I'd put Demon Slayer above Black Clover, so I'd switch them around so far.
But still, it is top 10 material for the 2000 series. But yeah,
again,
interesting.
the difference is right that this has moved magazines now, so
Yeah.
it's like it's not a regular release. But the difference why I prefer this being here rather than Chainsaw Man is this ran in Jump for like
For
8
much
years.
A lot longer, yeah.
This is the difference, right? It ran in Jump for a while, and like the series is good. Like it's got so many good elements to it. Kind of like a mix between like a Naruto Bleach vibe with magic and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it came in when Naruto ended, and you can see why it ticks a lot of those boxes that Naruto had. And yeah, the art was great. I thought the story was decent. It's again your like your typical battle stuff, like some good stuff that came from it.
The power scaling like wasn't that bad either, to be fair.
No,
It got a bit
yeah.
ridiculous obviously once like certain things started happening, and like they needed big power boosts real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. The training on it seemed a bit like, whoa, okay, they got past that quite quickly. Like the jumps from power did feel a
Yeah.
lot.
Do you know what it is? It's like it's if Naruto skipped all of it was like Kid Naruto, right? From
Yeah.
the beginning, but it skipped all the way to Shippuden and
Yeah.
he's just taking on pain and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's
with
fair.
with very minimal training boosts. So
Yeah.
like some of it didn't feel justified, and some of the villains in this, like they felt like every villain in this felt like a final boss villain as well. So you'd get to this villain, it's like, oh wow, that seems pretty final, and then there'd be another one which is like, oh shit, that person seems pretty final.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And then
That's
there'd be
like,
another one. You're like, whoa, that one seems.
that's
pretty
why it feels like if it was like Naruto before he becomes a Genin, just going straight up against Pain, and you're like, he's fucked. There's no way that's happening.
It was a lot for Black Clover. And
Yeah.
again, it wasn't the perfect series, but it is a good one.
Nah, it's a
Like,
good one
it
though.
is, yeah.
I'd recommend
I'm not
it.
unhappy about the place. I'm not
Yeah,
like completely. Let's see what number 8 is.
Number 8, Death Note.
You haven't finished this, have you?
I have not finished this.
Yeah.
But even I can agree, Death Note is top 10.
Yeah.
But would I say 8?
I feel
Out of all of the ones in the 2000s, especially what with it mostly always being like a recommendation to people who want to get into things, would I put it that low? I don't think I would put it that low.
I would put it top 5 personally. I think it
Yeah,
deserves
of
to
the
be
2000s, top 5, I would agree,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Like in general as well, I feel like in my all series of all time, I think Death Note would land on 8, I think, in my favorite series of all time, I think.
Mm.
And but in the context of the 2000s, I feel like it needs higher. I think it needs a little bit higher. Even if it's a couple play 6, I could be like, okay, I can understand that. 8 feel in the lower half, in the lower bits of the top 10. This feels like it's a disservice. It's again like
It's
I
iconic.
don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a tough one because so far we've had Demon Slayer and Black Clover for top 10.
Yeah.
And we already would swap their places, right? And Death Note, I just feel like needs to be a bit higher.
Yeah, it does. It needs some in there, like just a bit. I'm not saying like top 3 or anything. It could be top 3, but like
But this is where it gets really hard though. Because this is where you're like, right, top 10 has to be like the most iconic of the 2000s. This order is probably the ones we're going to scrutinize more than anything.
Yeah. But arguably though, top 10 material, the last 3 haven't we haven't disagreed that they're top 10 material. It's just I think it's
Their
where we move
placements.
around a bit.
But then also like, you know,
we also had Bakuman and Reborn.
Bakuman, exactly. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's just I told you, man. ScreenRant's stuff
It's
I
a
don't
tough
always agree with.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look at see what next one is, and then we can make a justification.
Number 7, Assassination Classroom.
It is this would be my top 10 of all time. Like this is great. This is a great
It's
series.
a great series, but like for me personally, I think its placement's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's Assassination Classroom was great from start to finish as well. Like it was it had a short runtime, only 4 years, but it was the perfect runtime as well. You didn't need to make this go on much longer. Like you got Kuro Sensei's backstory, like and all these characters, they all brought something.
Yeah,
it was so good. And yeah, would I rank it higher in the top in 2000 series? Possibly, maybe by 1. I don't know, but it's a tough one. But scrutiny on this bit is minimal. Assassination Classroom is a top 10, and I can't fault it for that much more. So.
Yeah, for me, 7 is about right. I think.
Yeah. Absolutely. let's move on to number 6 because okay, I'm interested. You haven't read this one. You haven't read
I've
this
got
one.
no. Yeah, I was gonna say I got
Oh,
nothing in
but
this race. I've
it
got nothing on
okay,
this one. I
yeah.
don't know this one really.
I tell you what, Sket Dance was amazing for what it was. This is I forgot about it. Honestly, I forgot about it until I came across it, like just there. But man, it was a great series.
You have
Um,
recommended this to me a lot.
it's a great comedy. Which this is the one thing with it. This is why I'm like, I I feel like for you to really enjoy this, Nathan, you'd need to get this understand the series as a whole because it's the thing is with this, it's slice of life, but it's also comedy, and it's like it's I can't. It ticks so many boxes. Obviously, there's no battles in it or anything like that.
Mm.
But like, there's so many good things that come from this series, and like each character, yeah, they're comedy characters, and you look at them at face value. But then the more the series goes on, the more you understand these characters, and they have like really intricate backstories and really interesting backstories, and you're like, Dab, and some of them catch you off guard with how heavy they are sometimes when you get into it. And uh, again, a top 10 series for Sket Dance. I agree. It's like this is a tough one. This is you can see why there's a lot of things that come through, like, oh, Bakuman and Reborn are don't get me wrong, I still think Bakuman and Reborn are top 10. I'd probably rate those two series higher than Sket Dance by a bit. But like, oh man, it's
Fair.
it's I know, like, you'll come and look at this and be like, okay, cool, it's just this thing. I know you'd probably, again, you don't have a horse in this race, but mate,
Yeah, I don't have a
Sket
horse in
Dance
this
is
race.
great.
Like for me, I'm like,
Mhm.
get it out of
It's
there, because I don't know.
it's an easy one for you. This one thing, it's an easy one for you because you don't know, and it makes sense. Like, and obviously, Kenta Shinohara, they have Witch Watch and Jump right now, which is like, I didn't really get on board with Witch Watch as much. I love Sket Dance. Witch Watch does have those similar like comedic vibes to it, but man, Sket Dance was just something special. That was a great series. But yeah, we'll move swiftly on. I love Sket Dance, man. It was a great one.
Number 5, Gintama.
In a general list of other people's lists, right? I can see why it's around here, and bear in mind, I feel like there's a couple series more which are gonna be up here, which are top space. Gintama's fucking fantastic, man. Anyone that's heard me talk about Gintama before, like, it is up there. Like, when I say a series that ticks every single box, Sket Dance tick boxes of comedy and slice of life. Gintama ticks every single box that you can have in a fucking series. You've got everything in. You got battle, you got comedy, slice of life, you got romance, you got like everything in it, man. And like, oh, but I could talk about Gintama all day.
I know
man.
you could.
This series
that's
is
why I
so
never
good.
said no. 15-year run though.
Exactly. It ran for so long. And
I don't
like,
remember how many chapters I read, because that was back when I first started getting into manga and I was borrowing volumes from you, so I don't know how many volumes I read.
I only had the first volume, so
So however far that got then. But I remember liking it. Again, I don't have any more reference than however many chapters are in volume 1. So like,
yeah.
I can't say top 5, but like I did recommend the anime to friends before, when they're, people are like, oh, you know this stuff, like what's good.
This is one of those series as well that just like, when you're just scrolling around on the internet or whatever, there'll be a random Gintama scene pop up, and everyone's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what's this series?" It's like, it's one of those ones because it has so many great moments, and obviously there's a lot of comedy in it, but there's so many good battles as well, and the character development's great. Like, Gintoki is my favorite MC of all time. Like, Gintoki is just like fantastic.
It's funny you mention just random clips, because I swear a couple of weeks ago I saw some random account was like, Gintama is the only anime that has a failed version of the intro, and it was like side by side footage, and it's like, and just part way through they just fuck it up. and
Yeah.
then like
because
the
they
rest
crashed the
plays
bike.
out. Yeah, it just plays out, and they're not there. And they're like, what the dialogue is different and stuff. And I was like, interesting. That is very
Yeah.
Gintama though.
Yeah, it breaks the fourth wall in so many things, man. And it's just,
I
man.
just took a sneak peek at the
Again,
next one. You're gonna be mad.
is it? Oh, fuck's sake! What is it?
Number 4.
Fuck!
Toriko.
No, no, man, get that shit out of there. Get that shit out of there.
Food luck number 4, boy.
Top 10. Like,
I would not have put it this high. I would not have put it this high, even in the context of a 2000s list. No way.
Nah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Toriko was up there for like Jump's like flagships back in like 2008. Like, it was big.
Yeah.
It was like literally. It was like it was alongside Bleach and One Piece and Naruto. Like, it was. But
top
as the series went
5?
on, nah, man, not.
No,
like,
it only got better as it went on, man. That Food Luck, Komatsu and his Food Luck. Don't even, Pepe. Don't do that.
Nah, man. Like it ain't it, man. Like, don't get me wrong. It as a battle series, it's got its good moments. I'm not gonna deny that. It has got its good moments. But geez, top number 4?
Okay.
Number 4?
All trolling aside, no, not number 4. But
No.
right now, the amount of despair I can see on Pepe's face is
It's absurd.
oh, it's brilliant.
Like, I can justify so much, right? I can be like, look, it's in top 25. I can agree with that. But
Yeah.
man, like, because there's so many other series that have like, I would say are so much
Look,
better. Like,
in context of a top 2000s list, maybe top 15.
Black Cat was in 2000. That's not even appeared in this list. Black Cat was fantastic. Buso Renkin, Puyo Jaguar has a bit. Unless they're
Oh, please.
look,
That's never going to shut the fuck up.
Bobo's
shut
not
up.
here. None of the what? There's and they're not gonna make top 3. This is one thing I know for a fact that Bobobo, fucking Puyo and like Black Cat, Buso Renkin. Like, is Buso Renkin?
Brother,
What is
Kuroko no
that?
Basket is not popped up yet.
Kuroko better be on there, man. Kuroko has to be on. Buso Renkin is like, that was 2003. That deserves some fucking love.
I mean,
right?
hell,
Oh,
Beelzebub
man.
isn't even on. I like that one.
Right. Yeah. So what have we got left? Like, My Hero's about. Beelzebub is up there. Like,
I mean,
Bleach
this
is gonna
from-
be there somewhere.
This had an 8-year run, right, from 2008 onwards.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of things, and there could be series from before 2008, like Pepe said, Bleach and stuff. There's a lot. And Toriko at number 4 is probably...
Psyche K's got a... Surely. Right, okay, let's see what number 3 is, because I'm going to put myself out of this misery right now. Nah! Okay, look,
okay.
Okay.
Haikyuu. Okay.
Haikyuu's great. Haikyuu's great, right? Haikyuu's great. And this is one thing. Because I genuinely believe the next 2 will be Bleach and My Hero Academia. That's what I genuinely think the next 2
That
will
kind of
be.
has to, right?
It makes sense, right? Haikyuu is top 5. It is a great
but
fucking
Kuroko
but
not on the list at all.
Well, I'm fuming. I'm fuming. Kuroko's not on here. Psyche K's not on here. And I'm like Buso Renkin, Black Cat. There's so many good series. And we got Toriko? We got fucking Toriko up in the fucking top 10. Okay. Let's wind it back a little bit. Let's take that out of the conversation. Haikyuu is great. Like, and it is like, it's a fantastic, again, an 8-year run. Like, I enjoyed Haikyuu from start to finish as well. Like, everything about it was great with that. I have no fault in that. And 3 is fine with it, the placement.
Yeah. Honestly,
yeah,
solid that one.
Mm-hmm. As a sports manga, and seeing a sports manga this high as well, I think is like, that's great. I have no more to say about it. It makes sense.
Number
I think
2.
it makes sense of the placement. Yep, there it is. My Hero Academia. I wouldn't put again. for the whole of the again a 10-year run, it's accomplished. Like people love My Hero. It's not 100% my cup of tea. Because My Hero and Black Clover roughly started at the same time, like almost at the same time.
Hmm.
And I was always a Black Clover over My Hero fan. Because they
Okay.
kind of like had a very similar kind of like vibe at the start with like they both MCs didn't really have powers and then gain
Yeah.
powers and stuff like that. Very Naruto-esque in terms of like classmates and stuff like that. Um, it's fine. I can understand why it's number two. Me personally, I wouldn't even have it in my top 10.
Yeah.
Um,
Fair.
but I can understand the accomplishment of it. I can understand why it's there. I'm not gonna disagree with why it's there.
Look, if I was to reorganize this,
Mhm.
then My Hero would be in top 5, but not at number 2. I mean, Reborn would have been number 1. That's without
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, yeah. That's completely
Bakuman would also be top 5,
Mhm.
maybe at number 3.
Mhm.
Um, but like My Hero in context of a 2000s list, yeah, that's like top 5 material.
Yeah, I'm not mad about this. It's not my again, like I said, not my cup of tea, but I get it. I can 100% get it. Like people love this series and it ran for 10 years for a reason. It was like
Yeah.
it is accomplished and people love it. Yeah.
I will say, like, the whole build up towards the end, that was good.
It was a good final arc was great as well. Like
That
everything like clicked into place. The backstories made sense.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
of
Like
it like yeah.
when the anime gets there, bruh, people ain't ready. I don't think.
Mhm. It's a good ending to it. The series is consistent as well. I don't think there's any bits where I'm like, oh, I don't really like that part of My Hero. I think it's all consistent. I don't think
Mm,
there's any parts which I genuinely disliked about it. It all of it made and anything that did come through, which I wasn't keen on, made sense in the end.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Gentle, for example. I didn't care for Gentle. I thought, oh, this is the Foxy arc of My Hero. And then but then he came through in the end. Those characters came through. Like they came back and they were relevant. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna hate on My Hero. Is again, it's just a personal preference thing. Um and then obviously number one, Bleach. Makes sense. I'm not gonna disagree with that at all. Like it's Bleach is great. Bleach is like it was the top, it was like the big three at the time. Remember
Mm,
Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. Like somewhat like you'd have a favorite, and the art style in this, Kubo's like art style was great. It ran for 15 years.
yeah.
Like
I mean, again, if I was to reorganize this, Bleach would probably be number 2. Personal preference, Bleach would be number 2 because Reborn number 1. But
yeah.
there you go.
It's easily like it's easily top 10 for me.
Yeah, it would even overall, Bleach would still
Yeah.
be in my
Up
top 10.
there, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. It's like I still think the Soul Society arc has been one of my favorite arcs of all time. I'd
It's
probably
not as good as Fullbringer.
like I have my preferences in arcs in all different series, but like don't even try this shit. But but like that's one thing with it. Like the Soul Society arc was one of the first arcs I read, which I would like my like in manga where my jaw dropped to the floor because I just love the storytelling in
Mm,
it. Like everything about like trying to save Rukia,
it
like
is
all of
really
it,
strong.
like
It's strong
and like
manga, that is.
Aizen's betrayal and stuff, and then like the fact he came through all the Aizen's backstory and like seeing all these characters have like a story like behind them is man, I can't like. There's certain bits of Bleach which I don't vibe with as much, but it like in the whole, man, it is a great series and it deserves to be number one out of this lot. I do understand that. Um, but yeah, man, some mad reorganizing to go on here.
Yeah.
Beelzebub didn't make the list. Like you said, Beelzebub was like
Yeah, for
that
us,
deserved to be up there, man.
Beelzebub would have been up there. That's the thing, like,
Yeah.
we're running short on time. So
Yeah.
we don't have time right now to go through, remove, and come up with our top 25.
Nah,
But for
nah.
definite, what is here, in my opinion, needs some major reconfiguring.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of stuff there. Like, I think the problem I have with a lot of it isn't so much the top 10 -1. You can guess what that is. But
You're right. Bleach shouldn't be number 1.
no, Toriko should be. This is what my problem comes through with the bottom of the list. So this is where we come through with like stuff like, for example, to Love Ru. Now that I looked at this whole list and as a complete thing, there's certain things I wouldn't have on this top 25 at all. Like, so Nura, for example, I'd rather have something like fucking Kuroko the Basket over Nura 100%.
Yeah. Maybe we'll include. We won't say it out loud now because again, we're way over normal time. So maybe we'll come up with it and then we'll put it on. You can see it on the screen if you're watching the video version. If you're audio only, unlucky, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe if we don't collate our top 25 of the last 2000s, maybe we'll do a reorganizing. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that brings this episode pretty much to an end. I think we kind of have like overall, like we said, there's a lot of things we would change about this list. A lot of
Yes.
reorganizing, a lot of things we'd take out, maybe something we'd put in. Overall, that like 50% of it is solid, I'd say. Like, it's not like horrendous.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of reorganizing, but
it's just missing
you
few
tick a lot of
key-
the big box.
Yeah, there's missing a few
absolutely,
key
yeah.
ones, but that's all personal opinion. Again, that's kind of
Yeah,
why I
that's what these
never
are.
truly can get behind like ScreenRant type articles because it's all opinion pieces, and you're like, well, unless I agree with it, then I don't really, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but yeah.
But no, let us know your thoughts on that top 25. What do you think is missing? Is there anything you thought fit perfectly? Let us know. I mean, yeah, we always want to hear opinions. Like, we're obviously massive fans of everything that comes through. But yeah, thank you for listening, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button for future Cultured Boys videos. Click links in the description. We have all our podcast platforms down there, and we'll see you guys next time for another Cultured Boys episode. Bye bye.
Bye.